Hi, Karina here, your Lucid Living coach. If you're new, welcome to my channel. I'm a healing arts astrologer, and I'm here to give you the new moon in Taurus report. Now, the new moon in Taurus will be at 7 degrees on April 27th at 6:30 p.m. This is a destiny time, as there are so many planets all on the North Node. Now, the moon is conjunct Venus and the North Node today. And today, the day I'm recording this, is April 24th. There has been a lot of tension and a lot of release, and also a lot of, I think, depth to what has even happened in the past. I have come across two women this week that happened to just sit next to me in public. Both of them have lost their husbands of like 14 plus years. I thought that this was very interesting. They both brought it up. So even though this has happened January, February, March, April, about 4 or 5 months ago, they are really feeling the intensity around that loss, or they're finally feeling it's time to move forward with their life without their partner. I feel that this new moon in Taurus has a lot to do with the transformation of relationships and viewing them and ourselves in a new light around our relationships and the intensity of love and loss. The new moon is in Taurus, which is ruled by Venus, and Venus rules stability in relationships. Taurus is stability, and Venus rules relationships. So any kind of Taurus energy likes stability. They like long-term, slow process, because Taurus is the bull. They like it slow and steady. They believe that that will win the race. So if you have any planets, let's say like Venus or Mars, you tend to move slowly into love or into relationships, or can be very like connected and sensual in relationships. Taurus rules the physical form of things, so the 5 senses, what we see and touch and taste and feel. I have put all these lovely, luscious foliage because this really embodies this Taurus energy. It's slow and natural. I decided to wear my hair natural, no straightening, no blow drying. And also, I decided to wear very light, natural makeup. I'm wearing this shirt that has these leaves on it, and I'm also wearing this coral necklace that I had got from an islander in Costa Rica that got this black coral and these things from the ocean there in its natural form. It's very it's not symmetrical, obviously. It's just kind of got its natural flow. Now, Taurus is about cultivating self-reliance and the enjoyment of our values, like what we provide for ourselves, what we buy for ourselves, through working with the natural world. This is a time to be grateful for what we have in our lives, what we've manifested, and what we do have right now, and not take things for granted. This too shall pass is about appreciating and loving the things that we have and enjoying them while we have it, knowing that one day we will be without it. And it's not to say that love doesn't last for eternity, but it does. It can last forever until one might pass away. And so this is embodying this just the lesson of really enjoying where we are right now and what relationships that we're in and what comforts we have, because all of this should not be taken for granted. We are being blessed with the comforts of our home, a roof over our head, warm water. This is not something that everyone has in the world. I'm sorry, I'm really hungry. So I'm eating a little bit. Taurus rules food too. So I'm not far off on this. I'm teaching you guys. But like today, the moon is conjunct this North Node in Saturn and Venus. And this is spiritually charged. And it is about this soul and our emotional bodies are being pulled towards our destiny. That involves surrender and divine connection and compassion. There's emotional growth and vulnerability that leads our soul to alignment, nurturing others as a part of our path. And we are learning to trust the unseen and embrace the metaphysical and whimsical worlds, releasing control and letting life flow and develop with compassion and forgiveness, and letting go of our egos and letting go of having to work in the physical world to get the love, to get the inherent love that is within us, that we're born with, this unconditional love from the heavens. This is a time to tap into imagination, creativity, emotional healing, and we are to use this Leo energy to help open our hearts to love and to transform humanity through connecting as one. Now, this new moon is around the same area in which we had that lunar eclipse on October 28th of 2024, as that was at 5 degrees, and this new moon is at 7 degrees. So it is closing the 6-month cycle of whatever had completed or came to a head or was realized in October. And now this is coming around this area of where this new moon is happening. So where were you and what were you doing of October of last year? It is now renewing. It's whatever we had released and let go of, and we now have found what has took up the space of the things that we released. And now we're renewing this energy and solidifying it, making it official. So let's look at the themes of these energies. Our relationships with the world around us, our 5 senses. Taurus is the light bringer, and it's also building as a function of revelation. Taurus is beauty. It rules gardens, revealing the right relationships and everything in form. including the arts, efficiency, simplicity, and also the opening of the third eye. Now, Mars is in opposition with Pluto. Let me pull up the chart for you so you can see what I'm talking about. Okay, so we have the new moon here. We have Mars opposite Pluto. We have the North Node, Venus and Saturn conjunct. We have Uranus sextile over to the North Node and Saturn and Venus. We have Uranus trine the South Node in Virgo. And we have some harmonious trines of this Mars over to Venus, or you would, oh no, I'm sorry. It looks like it's Venus, but it's actually Neptune and Mercury. Yes. And then we have Chiron here in Aries, still healing that oversized ego we can have and holding on to a lot of the hurt from the past and stuff that we just need to just resolve so we could move away from ego and drop into our heart and partnerships. Now that you can see what I'm talking about, let's get back into the report. Now, Mars was retrograde. Remember? How can we forget? It started its retrograde in December around the 6th at 6 degrees of Leo. So that's about right about here. Okay. Right about here. This is 8 degrees, so it was around here. And then it retrograded back into Cancer and it chilled there for a long time. So that's December, January, February, March, April, 5 months. And it's been in one area, which is very hard for Mars. And all you Aries have definitely been feeling this 5 to 6 month torture of being stuck in an area in which nothing is moving forward. And that could just be really frustrating for Aries. Like, oh my God, how much do I have to think and talk about my emotions and my home and my past and my family and my living situation, my home, like how much? Now it's in Leo. It has not made it out of shadow, which it will eventually after May 4th. Okay, so we can all rest assured that Mars will definitely be picking up its speed in May, and we're already feeling that energy flying us forward. We are so sick of waiting that our planet of action has been stagnant, and that can really be uncomfortable for us to sit in the insecurities and sit in a lot of the uncomfortableness, depending on where this is in your chart. I know for rising Leos, it was in our 12th house, which was very difficult. Now, Mars is in Leo opposing this Pluto Aquarius. Now, Mars in Leo is about this intensity, and it creates this intense ego. The opposition creates this drive for ego battles and transformation through conflict. Mars is how we act and assert ourselves, while Pluto is how we evolve, often through the power of depths, like of death and rebirth, but also control issues, Pluto, power and control dynamics, or things that are forced to surrender. And the confidence that Leo has and the shine, and the courage and the heart is activated. It wants to have fun. It wants to go move forward because Mars is happy in another fire sign. Its drive is creativity and romance and fun and excitement. And it's, and Pluto is in the sign of Aquarius, which is about the collective, and it's about rebellious sides that we're facing between these individual our individual will, which is more like Leo, and then the depth and forces of these transformations and transforming the collective, and also transforming our future, because Aquarius is our future plans. And these two opposing each other, it is a powerful struggle. It could show up as being explosive or conflicts, feeling tested. The universe may be shifting us on how to assert our power, especially if it's an ego base. And, this is a very intense. It could shake up a lot of things in our life, relationships, partnerships. But this is for transformation, change, for this new beginning, because there's the square. You can see the square here from Pluto to this new moon, and the square here from Mars to this new moon. Now, Taurus, where this new moon is, wants stability and comfort, building something that is solid and lasting, something that grows slow and steady throughout time. Mars in Leo wants action, drive towards matters of the heart and creativity, dramatic expression, passion. Leo and Mars in Leo also wants recognition, applause. And it's also, Mars is how we assert ourselves. So we can assert ourselves like children as well. But this wants to make things happen. Mars in a fire sign. And not only does it want to make it happen quick and fast, it wants to have fun. So if there's anything that is dappering our move forward or our fun, we want to just make it go away. And that is a reactive, immature way to handle this energy. Has a little time, also for things that are getting in the way of our fun. So we want to remove them, right? However, the square is asking us to have these conversations, which can cause friction and challenge that pushes us to grow. Okay, Taurus wants stability. It wants longevity. It wants the slow process of falling in love. Now, Taurus wants to play it safe. And Leo has the courage to lead with its heart and to be bold and take actions towards its desires and its heart. And we can want to build something stable, but also impulsively be combative and dramatic. We could feel like our desires are clashing for what we know is good for us. And then we can find this in our relationships where one person wants security and stability and the other one wants excitement and drama. So we can be feeling torn between doing what is in our comfort zone versus taking a risk. Or before making any sudden moves, ask yourself, is this coming from my ego? Use Mars to fuel your long-term goals, putting in the work even though you're facing something of the unknown, which can lead to big transformations. When we are trusting in the universe, trusting in God, trusting in the process, and not forcing things or severing relationships and things out of our life because we're not having fun and it's not moving fast enough. We want to take our time. We want to have the uncomfortable conversations. We want to have the bouts of passion to get to the place of the new beginning, which is stable and fixed, just like Taurus. Now, the North Node is conjunct Venus and Saturn in Pisces, right over here. And this is destiny. These are destined, fated relationships that are karmic and that are long-lasting. They're being placed in our life. And if we are with the wrong people in the universe, well, gently remove those people. So then the people that are destined and karmic can be made. Okay. Now, Uranus is sextile Venus right here and Saturn. Now, sextiles are really lovely aspects. They're kind of like dancing together. And this can be a stabilizing kind of shakeup because Uranus is changes and shakeups. Taurus is our value, and our money and our security and our stability in life. And this is blending with Saturn and Venus in Pisces, which is about structures in our value, structures within our relationship, but it's not as structured as we're playing it safe. It's structure in the maturity of Saturn, but it's about the love and connection that the Venus and the Saturn being in this Pisces energy. Now, Taurus shakes up our value and finances, relationships, and our stability in those things, and it pushes for freedom from outdated comfort zones, being innovation, like through grounded earthy shifts. So Saturn in Pisces is the spiritual structure or emotional discipline. These lessons tend to be in boundaries of faith and surrender and grounding our dreams into reality through the patience, the hard work, the hard conversations, doing the work, the inner work, not just about ego projecting all on you. It's your fault. You did this, blah, 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 but really taking responsibility for our own inner work and seeing how can we be better in our relationships? How can we be more connected and vulnerable and really like dive into that soul connection. But our relationships will be experiencing sudden sorry, I'm so hungry. Sudden insights and new dynamics around our emotional depth and stability, while also giving us the freedom from expressing our true feelings. Now, Saturn grounds the energy while Uranus opens the doors and Venus brings in the value and beauty. So this is a beautiful time. This time is to soften the fire and flow with the love in our hearts and grounding our creative visions for our future and helping trust this new way of being, of connecting with others. This is divine timing meeting with our future. Now, Uranus is also trine the South Node in Virgo, where we're being asked to evolve and release the old patterns, especially those related to overanalyzing, overthinking, anxiety, control, perfectionism, and just understanding that everyone is like imperfect and we're all just trying to do our best. And no one is, can work miracles to make you feel a certain way. This is like inner work that needs to be worked on. There can be some unexpected insights that help us release the past patterns of anxiety, control, and worry, where we're just like, people that try to control things have fear of losing things, or they have fears around like being abandoned or rejected, or things leaving their life, or the fear of like not having the control over certain things and people. So we're being asked to make changes in our daily routines, our work, to make it easier and flow better, our health habits, and maybe the way that we work, and how we communicate, to make space for the growth and the excitement, but also creating the stability in our values and our relationships, or wherever that we need the stability, as far as if it's our finances, if it's our relationships, it's our relationship with food as well. Like, I'm eating all fruit. I'm really trying to eat mostly raw food. Again, I was on that path. It was great. And then I fell off the raw eating wagon, which is okay. I could do that. It's the Taurus energy in me, the heavy second houser. I like my pleasures and my food and my comforts, for sure. I love my soft everything and fluffy things. Okay, I'm gonna stop sharing and let's do some card picking. Why don't we? Also, I want to let you know, if you're interested in learning more about reading your own chart, I have workshops, because I always have everyone asking me questions. What's this? What's that? What's this? What's that? Sign up for my workshop if you're wondering what it is, how you could read your chart better, how you can listen to these horoscopes, because you want to listen for your rising, your sun, and your moon, and they all mean different things. So if you want to join my workshop, I will leave the link below. I created a meetup page. This will be an online virtual workshop, and I am going to have it, I believe, sometime at the end of May. So I will be doing these maybe once a month, depending on the need, if you guys want it. Otherwise, you can just head over to my YouTube, you're on my YouTube. You could head over to my website at LUCIDLIVINGMOVEMENT.com, and you could order your own reading. Also, if you are in a position in life where you are needing some accountability, some coaching, maybe just someone to talk to. Like, talk therapy literally is probably the best kind of therapy. I also have that available on my website. I have different tabs, so you can go to the astrology tab if you want astrology readings, and then you can go down to the coaching and the therapy. So feel free to do that. I have, for 1 month, is $555 for coaching for the month, and get you off on a good start. I have 3 months as well, and it gets a little cheaper in 6-month package. So if you're interested, you can head over to my website, and you can support me in that way. But yeah, let's get into some cards. Gotta put this down. Okay. Mm, mm, okay. Okay. Let's go ahead and pick from this awesome tarot deck that I love that I got in Joshua Tree. Can't wait to go back there. So cold today. I wish I was in Joshua Tree. Ooh, the Eight of Cups. So this is an emotional card. Emotions. And it came up reversed. So I will read the reversed first and see if that applies to anyone. And then we also got the Nine of Swords. Okay. And I mean, when I looked at it, it was upside down as well. So let's take a look at the Eight of Cups first. Eight of Cups. I walk towards truth, the void spiritual journey path of knowledge and discovery. That is so true. I really feel this. You may feel unsure which path to take next. Sometimes we expand beyond our circumstances and are called to forge new paths. On the other hand, staying on our course when things get difficult can also lead to transformation. Oh my God, this is such the Mars and Pluto opposition. You need to make an informative decision. The reverse Eight of Cups asks you to go inward for answers. This is completely confirming what I had read in the charts. Take time in solitude to find your way. Ask yourself what makes your world turn. Then listen to your inner wisdom to support your continuing orbit. Spend time in silence. This could mean not speaking for a whole day, or you could take it further by also not writing or reading or working. The point is to truly be alone with your essence. I highly support this card for sure. Like it definitely feels right in the energy of the cosmos right now. Now the Nine of Swords, swords is a air. So there is some thought going on. And the Nine of Swords is about I release negativity, from pessimism, toxic thoughts, negativity, and disembodiment. So this, on the other hand, indicates that you're in the process of releasing negativity. You are aware of the discrepancy between what is actually true and what you have experienced as true. What vision might still be blurred by venomous thoughts, but you are ready to put in the work to expel them. This takes a lot of strength. Start by cheering yourself on for your effort. Address head on what weighs you down. Creating distance between you and your thoughts will take out the poison little by little. You can also look for evidence to contradict perceived heaviness in nature or in the joys of connecting with others. You'll soon see the beauty around you with clarity. So that's beautiful. It almost makes me want to cry because it is so true. Like I literally could have not said anything about the astrology and just pulled these two cards and it would be on point. Like it is just shows you how tarot can be applied. Use a journal to release any negativity when you start your day. Let yourself be petty when you write this down. Then put your writing and the toxic thoughts aside. I love these two cards. And those are the two that popped out for us. If you want to continue with, I'm going to pick some more cards for whoever is sticking around watching. Maybe these are for you. I don't mind. Yeah. Okay, let's see. Ooh, Mystery. Oh my God, I've already pulled this week. The mystical, the mystery, the secret is what we call something when we are yet to understand it within us. Once you feel it, you have direct experience with it. Once you understand this, a realization gently moves through you. I am love, and love is the essence of everything. A new inward journey to feel and understand the fullness of you will reveal itself. When you feel this and talk to people who are yet to feel their own mystery, they will think you are delusional and a little mad because they can't see it. They will do whatever they can to talk you out of it. However, as you become practice in your new truth of being, support and understanding will move into your life through other people who have rediscovered the truth of themselves. So I love that. That's come out twice this week. Let's pick from the Nature's Whisper. And that was fast. Make a decision. Beautiful cards. Make a decision. Very true. Card 11. Your sheer determination is highlighted at this time. Your spirit will support your desires and manifestations. The ability to create or destroy has always been within your skill base. You have the wisdom and confidence needed to use these skills constructively. Now is the time to act. If you know what it is that you want to accomplish and why. Since the powers of transformation are at your command, change your desires into objectives, your thoughts into actions, your goals into achievements. If you have recently met with failure, know that you can change that failure into success. The only limits you have are those you impose on yourself. Very true. Love that. Love that. And we should do a Gaia Oracle. Why not? Whoa! Because Gaia is Earth, and this is an Earth new moon. Okay, let me get this. Collective, this moon in Taurus. There it is. We got two. Sacred Heart, Passion, Love, Spiritual Communion. And guess what? This is the card of the deck. Very special card. Card number 12. I also saw two doves today. Very special. You are entering a period of profound and heartfelt love, a deeply emotional time where you focus on, question, and think about the things that matter to you the most. You will find yourself reevaluating your priorities and core values, and this leads you along a path of self-discovery, bringing with it a deepened spiritual connection to the earth. Your surrounding family, friends, and loved ones, your passion and appreciation for life are heightened. At times, your emotions overflow to the point of being almost unbearable. I can relate. Yet, this is nothing to fear or be concerned about, for this is the most sacred and precious time through which your loving intentions are both seen and felt by all around you. Your inner light and your wisdom illuminates, heals, and inspires. This is a good time for creative writing, or you may feel inclined to draw, paint, or take up a creative pursuit of some kind. Thank the earth and stars for the many blessings you receive. I affirm I am in tune with my inner light and wisdom. I am guided always by love. I energetically share my light and wisdom with others, and I am one with the earth and the stars The guidance I receive is free from the limitations of space and time. Amen. All right, guys, I will end it there. Let's pull a little prayer, Bible card, scripture card, and a little making magic card to end this. So what can we, whoa, that one really popped out. This is meditate on perseverance, the motivation to keep going despite all odds. Love that, because it could be very challenging, frustrating energy with the opposition of Mars and Pluto, as well as Mars and Pluto both squaring this new moon in Taurus. Hang in there, do the work, and you will definitely earn the rewards of all that hard work. I have engraved you on the palms of my hands. Your walls are ever before me. Isaiah 49:16. And to the Jews who had believed him, Jesus said, if you hold to my teachings, you are really my disciples. And that's John 8:31. So there we go. And I will see you on the next video, or I will see you at my next workshop, or I might meet you if you order a reading from me. So thank you for liking, sharing, subscribing, and I will see you on the next one. Peace out. Your Lucid Living Coach, Karina.